this ASMR world. It is early February, the 3rd or the 4th or the 5th, I don't know. I lose track of dates, really, with my exciting, fun-filled life. How can I keep up? So today we are doing our Serie A special. We've already done the Bundesliga, German League, the Spanish League. Today we're doing Serie A, the Italian League. If you can hear a racket on this video, I apologise. I've had to put the heating on because how cold it is. And our boiler is not very subtle, it's quite loud. It's over there. So there's a good chance you'll hear it in the background. If I turn down the gain, it might not be too bad. Hang on. Wait, let's see if we can do something about this. Hopefully you can still hear me. I've turned it down as much as I can. And then right there, behind that door, not that one, like you can see there, one over here, we have 3 little puppies that are like just over 2 weeks old. And their mum, and they're all acting up a bit as well, so getting screwed over every which way but Sunday. Before we get into the video, can I just say, if you are one of the 300 or 400 that are likely to, I can pretty much guarantee watching this video today, can you do me a favour? I have a few hundred people who watch my videos regularly. Well, so the numbers say anyway. About 90% of you don't bother to hit the thumbs up. If you enjoy the video, just a little bit, the easiest thing you'll do in your whole day today whilst watching this video is hit the thumbs up. Literally whilst you're sitting there watching your phone, like that, or you tap on like that, whatever it is, or maybe free TV, just hit the thumbs up. It don't hurt you, it helps me, and it makes it worthwhile doing these videos, because if I'm only getting like 10 likes per video, and I've put in like 45 minutes effort for the video, then what's the point? You know, I'm happy to do the videos, but if you're watching them, just hit the thumbs up. If you don't like it, drop me a comment below and say I didn't like it because of this. That's all you gotta do. Or I enjoyed it because I love Italian football. Ronaldo is my favourite player. He plays at Juve, whatever it might be. Drop me comments and hit the thumbs up. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not like some of the bloody ASMR artists on here. Give me money. I want your money. Give me my precious. No, I'm not doing that. I just say hit a thumbs up and drop a comment. That's it. I am going to be giving my wrestling channel a kick up the arse. That is the How Do podcast. So if you enjoy wrestling and you're new to this channel, I'll put the link in the box below. Check out that wrestling channel. About to do a news and rooms video today for that channel. Also, need to cut back a bit on this channel because I've got way too much content. So this week you've got this video. There's no Conspiracy Wednesday because we did that last week. Saturday you'll get True Crime Saturday. I'm thinking of looking at Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur, the murders of them two. I'm thinking that's a cool thing to look at, but I'll have because there's plenty more I want to look at as well. I've got an unboxing video to put up this week, and we'll do possibly Raw and SmackDown review. I'll see how the numbers go for last week's episode. I think I had one comment on the video, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do that again. What else did I want to put out on here this week? Some gaming content, Red Dead Redemption Part 3, and one other that another game started this week. So you'll see that on there this week as well. Anyway, let's get into today's video, guys. So, the Italian League, years and years ago when I was a kid, the Italian League was absolutely huge. Like, it was one of the best leagues in the world, easily. Bigger than Spain, in my opinion, back then. On a level, at least. They had Zidane playing over there, you had Crespo, you had Juan Sebastian Veron, you had Ivan Zamorano, the Chilean. We had Roberto Baggio, obviously Maldini, Shevchenko. You had Ibrahimovic play for a few teams over there. Buffon. Oh bloody hell, what's his name now? Francesco Totti. So many great players up over there. Big fat Ronaldo, the Brazilian. Christian Vieri. At the height of his powers, he was fantastic. They've had such good teams over the years in Italy. But for the last 10 years or so, the market's just fallen out. The arse has fallen out of the market in Italy. And the league has just gone so downhill. Lately, the transfer market a bit of a pusher again. as I said, and some of the other great players they've had over the years. Who else have we had over there in the past that was great? Well, Napoli have come out of nowhere in the last few years. Roma as well. So let's take a look at the Italian league now. What's going on over there? So we have the table first. Let's have a look at the table as it stands today. After 22 matches, Juve have won 19, drawn 3 and lost none. No games lost. They're on 60 points, 9 points ahead of Napoli in second place, who have won 16, drawn 3 and lost 3. Inter away back in third on 40 points. I think that's a hell of a gap from Juve. They've lost 6, drawn 4 and won 12. AC Milan in fourth, won 9, drawn 9 and lost 4. Roma in fifth, won 9, drawn 8, lost 5. Sampdoria in sixth. They have won 9, drawn 6, lost 7. They're like 27 points behind first place. Bit of a gap. In 7th we have Atalanta, 8th Lazio, 9th Fiorentina, 10th Torino, 11th Sassuolo or Sassuolo, one of the other. 12th we have Parma. They've actually moved up the table this weekend. They have won 8, drawn 5 and lost 9. In 13th we have Genoa. 14th we have Spal. 15th we have Calgary Calcio. In 16th Udinese Calcio. Now Udinese about 5-6 years ago, or maybe a bit longer than that, they were a big team over there. We have Empoli in 17th. Bologna in 18th. Frosinone in 19th. And Chievo Verona in 20th. I used to love when I was a kid playing on like Premier League Manager or Football Manager or FIFA, and some of the Italian teams, they're great teams back then. Before we go any further, guys, I meant to do, actually we'll do this at the end of the video. So we do have match tax cards to open at the end of the video. I was going to do it at the beginning, I forgot. So we'll get into that in a bit. So the Italian league easily dominated by Juve, who haven't lost a game so far this season. And it's not really a surprise, is it? When you consider the team that they have. Now let's have a quick look at the top transfers in the Serie A division for this season. Now this is transfers in and out. So not just players coming into the Italian league, it's also players leaving the Italian league. Obviously the most expensive is Cristiano Ronaldo of Juve. Obviously joined them from Real Madrid for a fee of £105.3 million. I've got to stop that tap dripping. Everything is doing my head in today, guys. Hang on, one moment. Bear with. There we go, guys. We're back in the room. Wow. So, Ronaldo, 105.3 million to Juve from Real Madrid at the beginning of the season. In second place with Alisson, when Liverpool signed him from Roma for 56.5 million. I was one of the people slating. I was like, what the hell are you doing? Signing a keeper. You scored 7 goals past in one game last season in the Champions League, or 6 or 7 goals. But he's definitely improved Liverpool a hell of a lot. In third place with Jorginho from Napoli to Chelsea, 51.3 million. Started off well, didn't look great for the last say 2-3 months, but yeah, over the weekend now Higuain's in that team. They played a lot better, and I'd expect him to continue to get better. In fourth with Douglas Costa from Juve from Bayern Munich for 36 million. If you remember, he was on loan at first at Juve from Bayern. As I was saying the other day, some of the crazy deals you can do. You can do some crazy loan deals right now. Tottenham don't want to sign anyone on a permanent deal, so it seems. Why not go and get him on loan then? You got Douglas Costa going to Juve on loan. You got James Rodriguez going to Bayern Munich on loan from Real He's also in 6th place as well, with his loan fee to Chelsea being 8.1 million. It's still valued at 49.5. So I mean, Juve have made like 16.2 million on Higuain and on 2 loan deals, and when they eventually sign, he signs for Chelsea, he's going for like 40-50 million. So it's not bad business for Juve. In the 7th place with Radja Nangalan to Inter Milan from Roma for 34.2 million. Not really working out from what I don't think at Inter at the minute. In 8th place, João Cancelo at right back. I think he signed from Valencia for Juve for 36.3 million. I'm sure he was on loan at Inter last season. I could be wrong. Anyway, he's at Juve now. Number 9, Timio Bakayoko. A loan deal to AC Milan for 4.5 million, but he's valued at 36 million, so therefore he goes in at 9th place. Stefan de Vries, or de Vrij, de Vrij. Yes, Stefan de Vrij, and we also have Steven de Vriezer out the back. That was Stefan de Vrij to Inter Milan on a free transfer from Lazio, but he was valued at 36 million, so he goes in at number 9. Sorry, number 10 that was. Number 11, Felipe Anderson from Lazio to West Ham for 34.2 million. I thought, here we go, another bang average player coming in because he's Brazilian, and a lot of Brazilians don't make in the Premier League. I didn't really reckon he'd do much for West Ham, but he's been fantastic for them. Number 12, Mattia Caldara, centre back to AC Milan from where? Where did you go from Caldara? Let's have a look, sees. Went to AC Milan from Juve, was it? Yep, from Juve. So he went from Atalanta to Juventus. Hang on, let's look at this right. So he went from Atalanta to Juve for 17.1 million back in January 07. He went from Juve to Atalanta on loan. Then from Atalanta back to Juve at the end of his loan on June 30th last season. Sorry, last year, 2018. And then he signed for AC Milan from Juve for 31.5 million, having, I don't think, really played many games for Juventus. So Juve doubled their money on a player that never really played for him. He's now at AC Milan. We have Keita Balde, left winger at Inter Milan, and he's on loan at the minute for 4.5 million, the loan deal, but he's valued at 27 million. He was signed, his parent club is, let's have a look, Monaco. So he's on loan from Monaco to Inter Milan. I guess there's a chance to sign at the end of the deal on a permanent deal. At the end of the season on a permanent deal. We have... I think we got that one wrong. Hang on, guys. We've missed some players out here. I keep doing this. Sorry about that. Number 12. So we skipped. So Caldara and Balde are 15th and 16th. In number 12 was Lucas Paqueta, an attacking midfielder who signed for AC Milan for 31.5 million. He signed from... Where did he sign from, little bugger? Flamengo. And that was January the 3rd, just gone. So I signed from Flamengo to AC Milan for 31.5 million. They also signed, because obviously they got rid of Higuain, they also brought in Krzysztof Piatek, the Polish bloke who was signed from, I know these, I've seen his name so many times recently. Was it Kievo? No, I can't because they're at the bottom of the league. Let's have a look. Genoa for 31.5 million. Took the league by storm at this season in Serie A. So AC Milan have gone out and signed him for 31.5 million. Juve re-signed Leonardo Bonucci from AC Milan for 31.5 million. He is at number 14th. Then we have Matteo Caldara and Keita Balde. Fabian Ruiz to Napoli for 27 million. I think he was brought in to replace what's his name? The other bloke, Jorginho. He was signed from Real Betis for 27 million. So it's a nice like 20 million profit on what they got for Jorginho. Lucas Torreira signed from Sampdoria for Arsenal for 27 million. He's in at number 18. In 19th we have Emre Can, a free transfer to Juve, but he's valued at the time at 27 million quid. Number 20 Stephen Nzonzi eventually left Sevilla. He went to Roma for 23.9 million. Sorry guys. In at 21, Jeffrey Kondogbia was signed originally from Monaco to Inter. He only lasted a bit at Inter before moving on to Valencia for 19.8 million. He had a loan deal at Valencia last season and then signed permanently for them. In 22nd we have Kevin Strootman, who I think signed from Roma. That's where he was last time I checked, for Marseille for 22.5 million. Strootman was set to sign for United a few years ago, but picked up an injury, which stopped the deal going through. I think that's when Van Halfers came in. In 23rd, Samu Castillejo, a right winger, who signed for AC Milan from. He's a Spanish player. Who did you sign from? Let's have a look. Is that Villarreal? Yep, from Villarreal for 22.5 million. So AC Milan spent quite a bit of money in the previous window, or the last two windows. In 24th we have Brian Cristante, signed for Roma on a loan deal for 4.5 million. He was signed from so he's at Atalanta right now. He's on hang on. Let's get this right. So at the end of this season, his loan deal ends at Roma and he goes back to Atalanta. So he's an Atalanta player at the minute, Brian Cristante. And then we have in 25th place Lautaro Martinez, who signed for Inter for 12.6 million. He's the Argentinian lad that everyone was banging on about. And he signed from Racing Club in Argentina for 12.8 million, so 12.6 million to Inter Milan. He currently has, for Inter, has he got any goals? I can't see. For Inter Milan, he has played 15 games, 3 as a sub, I think. He's got 1 assist. Or what? No, sorry, he's got 3 goals in 15 games and 1 assist. Not bad. Young lad trying to find his way. He's got 2 goals in the Coppa Italia, so 20 matches, 5 goals and 1 assist. That ain't too bad, really. I think he's only played 153 minutes from what I can see. I'm sure that's what he just said there. So maybe he's one for the future. Now we have the top goal scorers in Serie A. Let's take a look at that. I don't think we need more than one guess as to who will be top of that leaderboard. There we go. In at first we have Cristiano Ronaldo, 33 goals. Sorry, he's 33 years old. 22 games, 17 goals for Juve. Started off slow, but has found his feet since then. We have in second place for what teams he play for? What the hell? Oh, Sampdoria. Fabio Quagliarella. I think that's how you say it. 36 years old, 21 games, 16 goals. Not bad at all for a 36-year-old. Christ. In third place for Atalanta we have Duvan Zapata, 21 games, 15 goals. Another one. I mean, if he's at Atalanta, he's one you could maybe see in the Premier League next season, possibly, or somewhere else in a bigger team than that. Christoph Piatek, 21 games, 14 goals, now at AC Milan. Arkaduias Milik for Napoli, 19 games, 12 goals. Lazio, we have Ciro Immobile, 21 games, 11 goals. Inter, sorry, no, I'm missing people out. Francesco Caputo, we just had him, haven't we? Yes. And then we had Immobile, yep. Now in 8th place, Mauro Icardi for Inter. Has 9 goals in 19 games. In 9th place, Dries Mertens for Napoli, 20 games, 8 goals. For Juve, we have Mario Mandzukic in 10th place, 17 games, 8 goals. In 11th, Lorenzo Insigne for Napoli, 19 games, 8 goals. For Parma, in 12th place, we have the ex-Arsenal player Gervinho, 16 games, 8 goals. In 13th, we have Roberto Inglés for Parma. He has 8 goals in 18 games. For Roma, in 14th, we have Stefan El Shaarawy. Remember him from AC Milan. 7 goals in 14 games. In 15th, we have Andrea Bellotti. Was linked with West Ham this window and other big teams in the past. 7 goals in 22 games. In 16th place, we have Leonardo Pavoletti. 7 goals in 16 games. In 17th, we have Marco Benassi, 19 games, 7 goals. In 18th place, we have Andrea Petagna, 7 goals in 20 games, and that is for Spal. And Pavoletti plays for Calcio, I've got to mention that. In 19th, we have Josip Ilicic playing for Atalanta. He has 6 goals in 15. In 20th, with Camillo Giano playing for Frosinone. He has 6 goals in 18 games. In 21st, for Sassuolo, we have Kuma Babacar, who's 6 in 19. In 22nd, for Udinese, we have Rodrigo De Paul, who has 6 in 21. In 23rd, playing for Bologna, we have Federico Santander, 6 goals in 21. In 24th, we have Gregor Defral, who plays for Sampdoria. He has 6 in 21. And in 25th place, recently left AC Milan for Chelsea, for the microphone move then, we have Gonzalo Higuain, 6 goals in 15 games, and that is your top 25 goal scorers in Serie A. Now we've got one other list to go through here, guys, and that is the most valuable 11. So this is basically not transfer deals, but all the players on transfermarket.com are valued at a certain value. This is the most valuable 11 in the Italian league. So they are playing a formation of 4-2-3-1. In goal, we have Donnarumma, who is valued at 36 million. Now, the value doesn't mean that's the transfer value, as I say, in the respect that if Donnarumma was to leave AC Milan, you know full well, after Kepa the keeper went for 70 million, Courtois, well, he only went for 30 million, didn't he? Day is probably about 150 million, I'd say. Alisson went for 60 million. So Donnarumma, you'd say would be around the 70 million mark, but right now on here he's valued at 36 million. He's in goal. At right back we have João Cancelo, who's valued at 49.5 million. Left back Alex Sandro, who's valued at 45 million. In the central defence we have Koulibaly, who's valued at 63 million. He is joined by Skriniar, who's at Inter Milan. He's valued at 54 million. In midfield we have Pjanic of Juve, valued at 63 million. I've seen bits of him, I don't rate him that highly though. We have Milinkovic, I think it's Milinkovic Savic, I think that's his name, 67.5 million. The Lazio player United been linked with for quite a while now. In the forward three we have Dybala, who's valued at 99 million. Chiesa, who is valued at 40 45 million and plays for. Where did you play for, mate? Let's have a look. I recognise the badge. Fiorentina. There we go. Koulibaly plays for Napoli. Sandro for Juve. Cancelo Juve. Skriniar Inter. Donnarumma AC Milan. Dybala Juve. We have Ronaldo on the left wing, valued at 90 million. Obviously an Inter Milan player, so Juve have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players out of this 11 in the most valuable 11 in Serie A. And up front we have Mauro Icardi, who's valued at 90 million quid, and he's obviously an Inter Milan player. So 2 Inter players, 1 AC Milan player, 1 Napoli player, 1 Lazio player, 1 Fiorentina player, and 5 Juve players. That is your most valuable Serie A for starting 11 that they could put out. If you did like a World 11 taking on Italian League 11, that could be who they'd pick for their most valuable. Right guys, let's take a look at the weekend's results in the Premier League. Man United won again. They got a victory against Leicester yesterday, finishing 1-0 with Marcus Rashford getting the goal. I haven't watched all the match of the day yet, so I need to see the goals. I'll just start watching it this morning before I did this. So the Chelsea goals, 5-0 against Huddersfield, 2 for Higuain, 2 for Hazard, 1 for, was it David Luiz? Let's have a look. I'd say, well obviously we all know the second Higuain goal was a deflection, so I ain't really saying, oh Higuain got 2 goals. He did do obviously, but they were raving about what a great goal it was on commentary. It was so obviously a deflection and they never pointed it out. That really ticked me off. I don't know why. So let's have a look what we've got on here, result wise. So Premier League games. We had Chelsea 5-0. David Luiz got the 5th goal for Chelsea. Tottenham beat Newcastle 1-0 at Wembley at lunchtime on Saturday. Son in the 83rd minute. And with the team that Tottenham are struggling to put out at the minute, you know, there's no oh bloody hell, no Dele Alli, no Harry Kane still. Son, who went off to the the Asia Games. Their team was really depleted, no new signings, and they've got another good win against Newcastle. They might only be scraping through at the minute, but you don't mind, at least they're getting victories. Brighton and Watford 0-0. Burnley Southampton 1-1. Redmond with the goal for Southampton on 55 and Barnes with a penalty on 94 minutes. By all accounts, Peter Crouch played a big part in Burnley getting that penalty, and when he came on he was really awkward for the Southampton defence to handle, so well done Sean Dyche. I thought it was a daft signing, but apparently he's worked out very well, and you can kind of understand Premier League defences will not go up against Peter Crouch every week. Chelsea 5, Huddersfield 0. Is it really anything to be surprised about? This is Huddersfield, they're going down. Crystal Palace 2, Fulham 0. So Fulham get a win last week against Brighton 4-2 and then lose their next game away at Palace. Goals from Milivojevic, a penalty, and Jeffrey Schlupp on 87 minutes. Everton 1, Wolves 3. My local team, another great win for Wolves after winning in midweek against West Ham 3-0. They then go away to Everton and win 3-1. They're in such good form. Everton, what the hell's happening at Everton? Oh my god. So Wolves. Wolves went up 1-up through a Ruben Neves penalty. Everton equalised through an Andre Gomes goal. I've not seen the goal. Apparently it's fantastic. I need to check that out. Before Jimenez on 45 minutes, so first half still, and then Leon Dendonko his first goal for Wolves on 66 minutes. That was Gomes' first goal for Everton as well, by the way. Cardiff had their first game at home since the tragedy with their striker Emiliano Sala, and they beat Bournemouth 2-0, so well done to Cardiff. I saw Neil Warnock after the match, because I had the match on TV but I was busy. After the full time whistle, I just saw him crying. I thought, it's a shame that really has affected the bloke. penalty on 5 minutes and a goal on 46 minutes. Bournemouth beat Chelsea 4-2 or 4-0 midweek and then lose away to Cardiff. That's kind of what happens with Bournemouth though, isn't it? But I think any team going to Cardiff on the weekend, even a Chelsea or a City, and Arsenal, United, Tottenham, Liverpool, I think they would have struggled with how much them fans were up for it and wanted to pay their respects to Salah as well as the players. Any shock results in Championship? Well, I heard it early on that Blackburn were beating Brentford 2-0. I've just checked now, and Brentford come back to win 5-2. Wow, great win for them. Villa 0-0 with Reading. West Brom lost at home to Middlesbrough 3-2. That's a shock result. 2 goals for Assombalonga. Norwich beat Leeds 3-1 at Ellen Road. Wow. Francic with 2 goals and Bookie with 1. Bamford got one back on the 91st minute for Leeds. They were 3-0 down. And Norwich now top of the league in the Championship. Birmingham beat Forest 2-0. Good win for them. Sunday in the Premier League we had United beating Leicester 1-0 for Rashford's goal. And Man City beating Arsenal 3-1. Free hat-trick for Aguero. Again, the other day he scored after 50 odd seconds against Newcastle. Yesterday I think he scored after 30 odd seconds, or the other way around, 30 odd the other day and 50 odd yesterday. Both in the first minute anyway. And then he got one on 44 and 61. Koscielny got an equaliser on 11 minutes, but ultimately Arsenal ended up losing that game. In Spain, Atletico Madrid lost to Betis 1-0. What the hell's going on with Atletico? Real Madrid beat Alves 3-0. Benzema, Olivier Junior, and Diaz Maya. In Germany, any big results? Nope. Italy, AC and Roma got a 1-1 draw. Inter lost at home to Bologna 1-0. On Saturday, in the Spanish League, we had Barcelona draw home to Valencia. 2 goals for Messi, but Gamero and Pereiro got the 2 goals for Valencia. So Barcelona was actually losing 2-1 in that game at one point. Shocking result that. In Germany, Dortmund could I get a draw away at Frankfurt 1-1. Marco Reus for Dortmund. But the big shock is Bayern Munich losing away 3-1 to Leverkusen. Wow. Leon Bailey, Kevin Volland and Ilario for Leverkusen. Goretzka got one back for Munich. And in Italy on Saturday, Juve 3-0 with Parma. What a great result for Parma that is. Barilla and 2 for Gervinho. Ronaldo had scored twice for Juve as well as Daniele Regani. Napoli beat Sampdoria 3-0. But obviously it's not been enough to. They're still 9 points behind Juve, but that's a shock result for Juventus. Monaco finally got a victory in France, 2-1 against Toulouse. Golovin and Fabregas scoring, fair enough. And in the French League on Sunday, PSG lost 2-1 to Lyon. There are some crazy results this weekend. Juve drawing, Barcelona drawing, Atletico losing, Dortmund drawing, PSG losing. I think the only league it didn't affect was the Premier League with these crazy results. In the PSG Lyon game, Moussa Dembele, the ex-Celtic player, scored for Lyon, as well as Nabil Fekir on 49 minutes of penalty, and Angel Di Maria had scored, put PSG 1 up on 7 minutes. But they haven't got no Neymar at the minute, have they? And that's our results roundup, guys. Let's open these 2 packs of Attax cards. It's been a while since I've opened any Attax. I do have a few packs of these to open. Hang on. Bear with us. So yeah, let's take a look at these. the summer it's fun to have a bald head. In the winter it's like, what the hell am I doing? It's bloody freezing out here. Chelsea defender. Cesar Azpilicueta won the penalty, I think it was for Chelsea on the weekend against Huddersfield. And Hazard scored the penalty. And Arsenal midfielder next. Granit Xhaka. Not as bad under Emery as he did under Wenger. Still not my favourite player in the Premier League, but has got to be better. I think it's with having Torreira alongside himself. Next we have Nathaniel Chalobah of Watford. Watford who put in a memorable performance on the weekend, getting a goal draw with Brighton, weren't it? Never want to forget that one. Southampton forward next. Manolo Gabbiadini. He is no longer at the club. He left in this transfer window for Sampdoria or Fiorentina. One of them things, Fiorentina. Next we have a Huddersfield midfielder, and that is Isaac Mbenza. Probably one of the players that will leave at the end of the season when they go down, which is a guarantee. Huddersfield are pretty much guaranteed going down right now, especially with a new manager in who doesn't know what the hell he's doing in the Premier League. Like Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund seem to have become the factory for English club managers. Klopp, what's his name? The one who's just left. Dave Wagner, the new bloke. Isn't there also a couple more in the Championship? Did the one from what's his name come from Dortmund? I think he might have done. The one at Norwich. I could be wrong. Obviously they're doing quite well, so if he was from Dortmund, then they've done alright. We have another Southampton forward in this pack. And that is Danny Ings, a player who's doing alright for Southampton, but did go off injured in the first half of the game against Burnley on the weekend. Another Huddersfield player, defender this time, and that is Florent Hatcher. I don't even know how the hell you're meant to say that. I'm sure it's a lot easier than what I'm trying to say. But Huddersfield, as I say, definitely going down. A Bournemouth forward now. Jermaine Defoe, who is obviously at Rangers. Not too sure what he's doing there though. Let's have a look if he scored on the weekend. All I've seen of the Rangers game was that what's his name? Gerrard came out afterwards and said they should have had like 5 penalties. Scottish League. I will be covering the Scottish League on one of these videos very soon. Our Rangers won 4-0. Jermaine Defoe got a penalty. They scored 3 penalties. James Tavernier scored 2, and Defoe scored 1, and Ryan Kent scored the other goal. Newcastle midfielder now, and that is Matt Ritchie, who scored the penalty against Man City midweek to beat Man City. A Leicester defender now, Christian Fuchs, very good player. I don't think he's left, has he? Somebody was in, I think Villa wanted him on loan, so that didn't go through. A Chelsea forward, Olivier Giroud. Well, that is still correct. He's still at Chelsea right now. There was talk of him maybe leaving, even he talked about leaving, saying about Marseille and Lyon being big clubs in France, but he wanted to stay in the Premier League, and the reason he wanted to leave was because it was bringing in Higuain. And then we have the Burnley match. Maybe the oddest bit of business was Burnley bringing Pete Crouch in this window, just gone, but from what I've heard, he paid off against Southampton. I've got to see that yet. I've got to watch the rest of the match of the day. And that's our match tax cards for today, guys. I will be sorting these out with the others at some point. I've got another 4 or 5 packets to open, which we'll do over a couple of videos another day. So there's a funny video coming up this week on the channel, which I think is quite entertaining. as simple as it sounds, but check it out. But for this video,